Welcome to Hindsight Hacking. I'm Corey Carter.
And I'm Ron Cool, and we've talked to hundreds of entrepreneurs hacking their hindsight to give you better foresight.
And now we're bringing you those same great interviews along with other mindset hacks, visibility hacks, traffic hacks, and more to get you all the tools you need to gain more visibility and gain more traffic.
And of course, gain more sales. So head over to gethhm.com/toolbox to get all the free resources to help you get more.
And so, without further ado, let's get to it. What is going on, everyone? Happy Friday. And, at the end of the day, sometimes you got to have a little fun. And sometimes you got to really think about how much time you're putting in for your business. Because at some point, time runs out.
Yes. So true, Corey. So true.
All right. I mean, you didn't know how I was going to open the show that way, did you?
No, but it's true, man.
Yeah. All right. So our topic today is all about outsourcing and honestly, when to know, when to figure it out. And some entrepreneurs work 25 hours a week, like Melissa Ricker, who was on the show yesterday. Or some people work 80 hours a week as they build a business. So where are you? Where do you find yourself? And have you taken the time to figure out and know when to outsource? Ron, you and I have been having a lot of these conversations for outsourcing. What are your thoughts on everything there?
Okay, so I'm going to go two different ways. Right. So normally it's two outtakes at the end, but we're going to go two outtakes like right in the middle of the show. All right. So number one, I know I need to do it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would just have this conversation with Rachel. At some point you hit a plateau. We haven't hit that close. Right. That you have to add layers in. So we started adding some other layers. So we already passed that other plateau. Don't want to hit the other plateau. So we're adding some people. But then as the entrepreneur or as the owner, you have to do something that is very, very difficult for me. Let me put this up here. And
so special, everyone. You've got to wait for the graphic with it. If you're watching live, let us know in the comments. #live. Where are you from? What's going on? And but when you catch this on iTunes, sorry, you don't get this.
You don't see no graphic, but you have to let things go. And that's the hardest part for me because at the end of the day, I guess I'm a tad bit of a control freak. Okay, but I like it how I like it, and you have to be okay with other people finding their own way to get you to the result you want to get.
100% amen. And nobody's going to do it exactly how you want it if it's not you. But they probably could do it better. Or at the very other side of it, they could probably give you the time that you need to go do what is actually really important. And that is to be with your family. That is to do a little self-care. So many things that I think we get lost in when we work from the time we wake up until the time we go to bed. And so, we've hired a few people on the side for different projects that help us along. Some amazing people, Heather Hargrove, Tanner Wendell, like those guys have helped us grow the agency. But we know for a fact that, we are pretty much at a point where we have to grow if we want to continue to grow. But at the end of the day, like I know for podcasting and different things, we give it a little calculator, right? Like, okay, what is the step-by-step that it's going to take you to edit a podcast, to record a podcast, plan a podcast, edit a podcast, monetize your podcast, promote your podcast. I mean, all the different things. And if you don't have enough time, or if that's not your true money maker, like, at the end of the day, you've got to figure out a way to outsource some of the steps, right? So our agency, we help people, like they literally record their podcast and then give us the audio, and then they get stuff back that they can promote it, right? Everything in between we do. And that is one way that we help people kind of outsource some of their responsibilities. So I know it's kind of talking how we help people outsource, but how we're outsourcing ourselves. And we've brought a person on the team to help execute certain things this week. So I know Jesse is helping us with tons of different social. And Ron, you are a little bit of a controller with regards to the social.
But I've let it go.
How's it been? How's it been this week? Because everybody's seeing our stuff and Jesse's doing amazing.
It's been phenomenal. Like, I will tell you, major props to Jess, and I'm super excited that she's on the team. And it's been nice to have the content out that we've just been sitting on. We've just been sitting on this, and we've been talking about this particular piece of our business for 6 months. 6 months. I had to let it go because I just wouldn't make the time for our own stuff because I was busy fulfilling on other people's stuff.
Yeah. And so we had so many things, and for social specifically on me, it was again, just like you wanted to do it, but you didn't have the time.
Right.
I wanted nothing to do with it.
Right.
So you actually wanted to do mine and yours because you wanted it a certain way, but now we have someone on the team puts in the necessary time to actually put it out there the way we need it, the way we want it. And then we can, like, the fun part for me on social is I can go comment on things that people comment on. I can reply, I can interact, I can actually be there instead of trying to figure out my post that we just needed to figure out, the schedule and all the, kind of back end boring stuff that I wanted nothing to do with. Right. But some people love that. You love that.
Right. I do. I'm a social media junkie. Love it. Now, Clubhouse, different story, totally different story. I'm not sure how I feel about Clubhouse. Right. The notifications are so I'm just going to side note for a second on Clubhouse. So there's a place on Clubhouse that you go to notifications. Now, Corey, I've told you how many times I'm getting pinged, like all the time. There's a place for notifications that you can say highly, middle, medium, or, highly, mid-highly, normal notifications, low normal notifications, or low notifications, or no notifications. There's like 6 levels of notifications for Clubhouse. I've just got done telling you how many times I get pinged on Clubhouse to be in a group. Guess where mine was at?
Well, I assume it was less than normal.
It was normal. And I was like, holy smokes. Could you imagine if it was like highly, like high notification? Like it would just be on Clubhouse 24/7.
Yeah, we might need a person to work for us specifically for Clubhouse. If we
Clubhouse, man. Holy smokes.
I don't know how some people are doing it. All right. So how does one, what's your recommendation for a person to look at their business, look at their time, and take stock into, do they need help? Because what if they don't have a high profit margin? What if financially maybe they're not ready? Like what are kind of your thoughts on how does one figure that out?
Okay, so there's a couple of things. These are really, really easy. If you start your day with ideas of what you want to do, like you have a plan, but your tasks that don't fit into that plan make it so you can't complete the plan, it's probably time to find an outsource for something that's taking up the low-level task, right?
Yeah.
So if you are the CEO of your business and you are the subject matter expert of whatever it is that you do, which you are, so just own that. There's certain things that you should just not be doing that you need to figure out how to outsource. And at the beginning, like I get, you don't have a ton of money to put out there. But there's this cool thing. I was talking to someone that works with us today that just talked about how she puts together her strategy to barter some of the things that she does for some of the items that she needs taken out. Now, this is cool. So if you have something, I'm just going to just be completely hypothetical for a second, right? Let's say I have podcast editing and I need someone to, I don't know, manage something, and they have a podcast. I'm going to say, okay, you sell managing something. I do podcast editing. How about I do your podcast editing? You fill this blah, blah, blah for me through your system that you sell. Right. And then it's a win for them and a win for you. You get something taken off of your plate. You keep having to do the stuff that you need to do to be good at your craft. And it's a win-win.
Yep. And you and I definitely, I mean, it kind of goes back to the JVs. We love joint ventures, and they can be in the small form of a little barter, right? Switch some podcast editing for maybe a funnel build or whatever the stuff is. And, at the end of the day, we're getting dinged all over the place. So it must mean we're past 10 minutes. So we got to stop rambling on here. But outsourcing, if you don't have the time to get everything done that you need to do or you want to do to grow your business, then it's time to outsource. And there's a beauty of this world is you can find a person to work as few or as many hours as you want. So whether it's 5 hours a week just to take some of the little things, or full-time employee, or 1099 contract worker, whatever it is, at the end of the day, it is all about finding a way to help yourself get the time you need to grow your business, and at the end of the day, be with your family or doing the things you want to do. So outsource the things that you can do on the low level, so you can go be the subject matter expert on your show or on within your business. And all these notifications got to go away. I don't know what's going on. So anyway, I truly hope you all have an amazing weekend, because I know this is a Friday recorded show and it is going live on iTunes on a Friday. So we all thank you. But if you missed this live, head on over to our group, facebook.com/groups/now22. And you'll be able to watch these live at any time you want.
Yeah, guys. And we thank you for being the best part of the Hindsight Hackers community.